I don't know you guys, but what a day. What a day. A crazy day. Today we sacked a coach. Today we have a new coach. This is incredible. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me check.
Day.
Yeah, it's working. Sorry for the sound, guys. I hope you don't hear too much of echo because I'm not at my usual spot because, again, it's the middle of the day. But what a day. What a day. Let me know if the echo is too strong. If it's too strong, then I will change it. Let me know. Uh, then I will try to take my microphone here. But we have a new coach. Juventus has appointed a new coach, and that coach is Andrea Pirlo. We have a new coach, guys. This is a big bet. This will have a lot of consequences. So AJ's confirmed that the sound is good. I was thinking there was too much echo, but so now we can start. It's the second live of the day. Today, I promise you, I was expecting to do nothing. I was expecting to stay home to watch, I don't know, Netflix or whatever, just forgetting what happened yesterday. Because, guys, let's be honest, what happened yesterday was heavy. But today, the destiny made it totally different. So I will start saying hello to the people while people are joining. So we have UFC, Caden, we have Michael, Michael, Amer is here, DGU, we have a master manager who's asking official, not from Juventus yet, but from Romo Agresti, from all the people out there. So yes, it's done. We knew from Monblano they had a meeting. They had a meeting today with Andrea Pirlo. Um, is it temporary until next year? No, guys. If we appoint Pirlo, it's definite. He will have a contract for, I don't know, 3 years or whatever. It's a big, big, big bet. Big bet. We have a lot of people, Kurdi, Rad, Dottore 221, and who's asking how is it possible that we take someone without any experience. I see that in the chat, guys, we have a lot of contradiction. Some people are for Pirlo, others are totally not. No Name is saying, where is Zizou? Zizou is at Real Madrid, guys. It's a big gamble. So now that we have some people, I try to say hello to the people I saw. Let's start speaking about what happened today. We will speak about what happened today. We will speak about Sarri that has been dismissed and fired. We will speak about Andrea Pirlo. We will try to understand if this is a good choice or not. But Pirlo is the new Juventus coach. Ajinka is saying, I told you yesterday. Yes, indeed, indeed. Uh, Pirlo out, please, not him, guys. Not Don't start with Pirlo out. He didn't even sign his contract yet. Let's not start the same discussion as we did with Sarri. Sarri out, Sarri out. At the end, we know how Juventus is. When they take a decision, they take it for 1 year. Look at that. I see that's Caden. I love football. I see the picture kissing in the background. That's me and my wife when I ask her, propose her for the ring to marry. But this is not the case. So, guys, let's recap what happened since yesterday. It's important to go back to yesterday. Yesterday, guys, we played versus Lyon. I told you a lot of time it was not a decisive. It was not a decisive game. Why? Because the decision had already been taken in the past. For sure, it was taken. That it went well or not. The only miracle would have been to win the Champions League. How many chances did we had to win the Champions League, guys? Zero. Even if you won versus Lyon, you had to play Manchester City or Real Madrid. Then you had Bayern, and let's see what happened. So the chances were really small. I always told you the analysis of a trainer or a staff member or whatever happens in a season. Yesterday, in front of the microphones before the game, Paratici said, yes, Sarri will be the coach. And then after that, after the game, after we were eliminated, we saw Agnelli. What a president, guys, because he's a guy that doesn't speak a lot, but when he has to speak, he's there and he speaks and he says what he thinks. So yesterday he said, guys, we will have to think a lot about a lot of things. Yesterday he's also said that the team was one of the oldest one in Europe and that he wanted to change that. So those were the words of Agnelli. He said we will take some days to really think about and start to think about and take actions on what we saw. That's how we went to sleep. We were all really sad. We were disgusted about what we saw. This morning we woke up. Don't tell me, guys, that you had a smile, because nobody had a smile. Uh, we were all thinking about the loss and the elimination, and without Juventus until May, guys. This is the truth. But around 1:30 p.m., we got the news that Sarri might have been sacked, that there was a meeting, even a bit before there was a meeting with the management of Juve. A few minutes later, I started the live when it was a rumor that today Sarri could have been sacked. The rumor has been confirmed. Sarri out. I did a 30-minute live for the people that want to see live reaction. We have live reaction of that. We have the also the reaction of the people from the chat. Okay, then another news came of maybe Paratici is risking his job. Okay, at the moment it's not confirmed yet. At the moment Paratici is still there. We knew that there would be a revolution, not only with the players, because we will talk about the players, that will also happen, but especially with the restructuring of the management. So at the moment, Nedved, Paratici are still there. We will see what will happen there. But, and this is really unexpected, and that's why I'm doing a live. I was working on some graphic about Pogba, Zidane, Pirlo maybe, because Pirlo could have been also a really good idea. Why? Because Monblano, one of the guru mercato, the guy that announced Ronaldo and also Guardiola, but he said, guys, you have to think about two words: enthusiasm and appeal. Enthusiasm and appeal. I was thinking two options. One is enthusiasm, Pogba; appeal is Zinedine Zidane. But before tweeting it, I was also thinking, who can have appeal and enthusiasm in one person instead of two-person? And my idea went immediately to Andrea Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo, guys, Andrea Pirlo was nominated a few days ago trainer of under 23, while we had a press conference for him, and Agnelli was speaking about him. He was complimenting him. He said that also the staff and everyone was working well. He didn't spend a single word for Sarri. This was already a start of the situation. So today, we after Sarri has been sacked, and please let me know, guys, from the moment that you know from Twitter or whatever that it's official, let me know, because I want to see the image of Juventus. That's really important for me. But guys, Andrea Pirlo has been appointed Juventus coach of the first team, not the under 23. This is exciting. I will be really honest with you. My point, and that doesn't change today, my point and my vision has always been, wait, don't burn Pirlo, because he has zero experience, and give him time to grow, to do his mistakes at under 23. This is ideal for him, learning in a process of 2 or 3 years, where he can do mistakes, when he can feel the locker room, how to interact with players, the tactics, understand all those things. That was my opinion. I will not change my opinion, guys, because that would be crazy. Otherwise, I will not be honest. Now, Juventus make a choice. I was against Sarri, but from the moment Sarri was, look at that. Abbas is confirming. Thank you, Abbas. Andrea Pirlo confirmed as Juve manager Fabrizio Romano. So this is confirmed, guys. We have a new coach. So I continue with my story with Sarri. From the moment he signed, from the moment he was there, I backed him up. I was not a Sarri out hashtag. I had my ideas about it, absolutely yes, but I was not a hashtag Sarri out because the coaches are the players, and from the first day until the last day, they need our support. That's my vision. Now that Pirlo has been appointed, with all the question mark I have, and I see in the chat that we have also a lot of question marks, guys. Um, like Shervin, who's saying it's too soon for Pirlo. What about his quality as a coach? We don't know. Mohammad, uh, we don't know. So now that he has been appointed, I will back him up and I will bring that enthusiasm, guys. I will be honest with you. When I read it, the first rumor or Pirlo is in a meeting with Juventus management, I started to be excited. My enthusiasm started to grow. I don't know you guys, but I see a lot of pessimism. Aprit is a long time that I didn't see in the chat again, so welcome back. Look at Ronaldo post. He's saying about we have to take decisions seriously, but Pirlo to Juve is a gamble. Don't be surprised if Juve leaves. I saw the Instagram post of Ronaldo, guys. I saw it. Let me go back to explain what he said. So stay, because also the future of Ronaldo is a question mark, but I will tell you what I understood about it. I don't believe he will leave. I will explain you why. So Ronaldo made this picture of him with a long text. I will read it for you. He said, 20 season 1920 season is over for us, much later than usual, but yet sooner than we expected. So he's really saying that for him, they wanted to go through. Now it's time for reflection, time to analyze the ups and downs, because critical thinking is the only way to improve, and that's a good one. I do the same. I'm not Ronaldo. I'm not a Juventus player. I'm not at those levels. But guys, I'm doing the same. When I'm doing videos, I like to reflect what is going good, what is going bad. When I have haters on my channel, I really take it seriously to understand what I can do better. But a huge club such as Juventus must always think like the best in the world. Totally agree. Work like the best in the world so that we can call ourselves one of the best and biggest club in the world. Totally agree with Cristiano Ronaldo. This is, for me, the main reason why Sarri has been sacked. It's not Lyon, guys. It's this. What Cristiano Ronaldo is saying, and this is my interpretation, guys, is sorry, is that a club like Juve has to think as the best in the world, work as the best in the world, so that we are the biggest in the world. Sarri had a loser mentality again yesterday after a defeat. What were his words? It was like, I receive a lot of messages. Uh, let's wait. Let's wait a second for the messages, because I saw Mohammed was saying, look at this Fratello. I will try to see what Mohammed is saying. Yeah, Cherubini will take Marotta's place within the club. This is not a surprise. I will come back. I finish with Cristiano Ronaldo, because it's really important what he's saying, because here in those words, he's actually saying that hmm, it's not over. There are a lot of messages that Pirlo is not even official, so we have to to be patient until we have the real message of Juventus. Let's wait a bit. We continue speaking about Ronaldo, and then we will go to Pirlo if it's official or not, because I know that Zidane is still the objective of Juve. Let's see, and then we will speak about Pirlo, because all the big journalists were confirming him, but it's not 100%. 100% is when Juventus announce it. So Cristiano continue, and he explained why Sarri has been sacked. My interpretation: winning the Serie A once again is really difficult in a year, but we are really proud of that. Personally, scoring 37 goals for Juve and 11 for the Portugal national team is something that makes me face the future with renewed ambition. Guys, he's speaking about his personal records. We know that Cristiano Ronaldo is someone that really loves that. Um, but the fans demands more from us. They expect more from us. and we have to deliver. We must live up to the highest expectation. I will not translate. It's true. What he's saying is true. We ask more, not only in trophies, but also in the way we play, in all the things. We ask more. And Ronaldo, right, it's white on black because I have the night mode. It's clear. And then he finished with something really important. May this short vacation break allow us all to make the best decisions for the future and come back stronger and more committed than ever. See you soon. Guys, he will not leave. Okay? I heard that he would have left if Sarri was confirmed. This is what he reported to the management. If you keep Sarri, I leave Juventus. Sarri is out. Sarri is out. So he will stay. He will stay. Okay. So for the people that loves Ronaldo, and I know it's a majority, he will stay. Okay. Ritora is saying, man, same mistake made again. Pirlo has no experience, same mistakes. He might come cheap. That's why maybe. I don't believe it's because of cheap. Absolutely not. But I will come back. I wanted to explain Cherubini because that was a really important message. I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but it's a leaked source from Sky. Why do I want to go back on that one? Because Juventus in the past always worked with one big manager, Beppe Marotta, and then you had all the people. I'm trying to find the people who are spamming so I can block the spam. So if I see the spam again, I will block so that the chat is good. So stay 98, I saw your message, but I don't have the time to read it. I continue, guys. It's really important. It's really, really important because we work with a figure as Marotta with 3 people under him. Okay, sportive director, marketing, and so on and so on. Okay, some people were reporting to Agnelli. Beppe Marotta was taking care of all the sportive part. Now, the figure of Marotta was not there anymore. Marotta being dismissed or the contract being stopped, he has not been replaced. And that's a really important one. Why? Because when you have a AD, that's called in Italy, Administratore Delegato, he can have the right to sign everything. Because when you are a company like Juventus, that you are on the stock market, not everyone can sign decisions. AD, Administratore Delegato, can do that. But not everyone, and I will come back to Sanket in a bit because that's an important message also. But before that, I continue to finish that one, guys. The problem with the figure as Paratici, we knew that there would be a restructuration. Now today, Agnelli had to sign every single paper. Every single decision has to sign by Agnelli. And that was taking him a lot of time to see the global view. So having a Cherubini taking over Paratici is something that will help Agnelli a lot to do other things, but also for Agnelli, it's also a loss for Paratici because he will be in a kind of way retrograded, and that's an important one. It doesn't, for me, it's not a surprise. Sanket, ciao, my friend. Thank you. I heard this today somewhere, and it's so true that in Ronaldo we bought a Ferrari, but we had donut wheels on it. That's a really good comment, and it's true. It's true that we had 2 years of Ronaldo. And to be honest with you guys, we never had a team to fulfill Ronaldo's qualities. It's absolutely correct. It's true. One time we had a midfield that was not helping Ronaldo. Then we didn't have actually the coach that was giving the mentality to help him, even if Ronaldo scored a lot more goals. Since 90 years, 9-0, nobody scored that many goals for Juventus. If you take a season, 37 goals. He has the records in one season of the most goals for Juve. The old one was from Felice Borrell. So for sure it improved, but the way that we played was absolutely not okay. So it's true, I totally agree. Now pay attention, Ronaldo also has his mistakes. Let's be honest, in November he was not performing, he was not happy when he was subbed, so we have to speak about also some of his mistakes. But look at yesterday again. He was the best on the midfield, on the team. He is 35 years old. He was the only one who was still believing it because he has a winner mentality, a mentality that Sarri didn't have. So we have to be honest with that. So I hope I answered Sanket, but I believe that the metaphor is correct. Swain Test, ciao man. Giuseppe Luc, il vice di Andrea Pirlo alla Juve sarà Roberto Barogno, mentre come match analyst ci sarà Antonio Gagliardi. So I don't know from where that news is, but I will translate. The vice of Andrea Pirlo will be Roberto Barogno, a good friend of him, a player that played at Lazio in the past. He was also appointed as his vice at the under 23. So guys, you believe what you want, guys, okay? But do you really believe that having Andrea Pirlo, remember, okay, let's rebuild the whole story. Andrea Pirlo, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. I will try to answer to anyone, but chill, guys, okay? So we start with rebuilding the story of Andrea Pirlo. And before and we have some confirmation from AJ and from Martina, who's saying Fabrizio Romano and Romeo Agresti are all confirming that Pirlo will be the new coach or is the new coach of Juve. So you remember that we talk about Pirlo a lot of time. We said he will be the new coach of the under 23. We were waiting every time for his confirmation, for his presentation, and it was always delayed, postponed, delayed. Someone is said, some people were saying he will not come. Some people said yes, but we are waiting, blah, 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 blah. Those postponement, those facts of delaying the presentation at under 23 from Andrea Pirlo made sense, guys. Now it makes sense. What were they waiting for? Were they waiting to announce him immediately as the first coach if we were not able to win the Serie A? Was that the reason? Was that the reason that we postponed Pirlo as officially the trainer of Juve? Under 23, at the end, we won the Serie A. We gave a bit of time. I'm not saying the chance. We gave a bit of time to Maurizio Sarri to continue his story with Juventus in the Champions League. Okay, guys? So that's really important to understand. From the moment that Pirlo was appointed as a coach, he already took his staff, Barogno, and so on and so on. And then we had even the team manager, Storari. So the team that was made looks like was already made to be the first team trainers. It's you believe what you want, guys. I believe that everything was already prepared. We just had to wait when we were out with the only everyone is saying official. I don't know how you do, guys, reading and listening to me at the same time, because I'm trying again. I said it's not the first time. I will become Beppe Marotta. I'm looking at the comments. I'm trying to see myself in the screen and I trying to think. So at the moment I will look like that. But thank you, guys, for the official news. So this is the end of Conte Juve, guys. I said it earlier today. Conte will not come to Juve. Impossible until Allegri will be there. It will be impossible. Agnelli will be there. It will be impossible. Why? Because Agnelli has a lot of good qualities. He has also something that how can you say in English? I'm trying to find the word, but he is stubborn, and he doesn't like when someone commits something bad. He never forgive. Okay, he didn't with Alessandro Dal Piero, and I will explain you really shortly because this is not the time to say it. Um, but um, but Agnelli and Del Piero, they had a problem. Why? Because Del Piero, the year before his last year, he went in front of the cameras, he filmed himself, and he posted that for him, he wanted to sign a contract without any number or whatever. It was actually anticipating the company because he was fearing that this would have been his last year at Juve. Agnelli didn't like it. He signed his contract for a year more extension. After that, it was over. And at the moment, 10 years later, Del Piero is still not in the management of Juve. And this is the same thing as is happening with Conte. Conte left Juve. He made his choices until Andrea Agnelli will be there, who will never forgive him. So be sure that this is the thing. The Juve website has confirmed. My God, it's the moment. So the words that I was reading about Zidane, last tentative, are not here. Let's see, because we never know what will happen. But I want to see it with my eyes also, that we have officially a new coach. Oh my God, it's here. Oh, look at the graphic. Coach Pirlo, ufficiale Andrea Pirlo, nuovo allenatore della prima squadra. And this is important, from the first team. So official Andrea Pirlo, new coach from the first team. What a day, guys. What a day. And now Mr. Baloch is saying, is it true that Ronaldo told the Juve owners that if Sarri stays, I'm leaving Juventus? Is it true? I just spoke about it. Yeah, absolutely, yes. Yes. Mo is saying it's a very risky move. It could be a temporary one. Can be, but strange. I don't know. That is not really the style of Juve, guys, of having Pirlo as a temporary coach. It's strange. Or you take a decision or you wait. If it was not full power, all in for Pirlo, I believe Juve would have waited one more year, okay? Or would have mentioned it out of respect for Andrea Pirlo. But here, clearly, they are showing him. So you see, it's not temporary. Yeah? Let's read. I will try to read and translate in Italian, from Italian to English, what they are saying on their official site. So it will be Andrea Pirlo, the new coach of Juventus, 41 years, blah, 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 blah. They are saying all what he won. From today, a new chapter in the career of Pirlo start in the world of football, as we already said a few weeks ago, from maestro, the the master, that's how we called him in the past, from maestro to mister. Mister in Italian is a coach. From today, the Juve fans, for the Juve fans, he will be called Il Mister. Company or Juventus has decided to give him the role of first trainer of the first team after giving him the role of Juventus under 23 coach. La scelta odierna si basa sulle convinzioni che Pirlo abbia le carte in regola per guidare. Ok. The choice from today is based on the conviction that Pirlo has all what he needs to guide from his start as a trainer, the first team as Juve, a team that is has a lot of experience and talent to continue with new successes. So, Mo, if I read those words, I don't believe it's a temporary decision. Then in football, you never know. Enlightened but is saying, fuck Juve, no more watching. Okay, that's fine. We have one, guys, we have one people less. Michael, I don't know. Tell me who is spamming so I can block, because I don't see everything, guys, in the comments. I'm really sorry. I try to really, but I can't. Pirlo is here to stay. Yes, when you read it, absolutely yes. They would not burn it. It's not stile Juve. Zidane had where I saw a comment here. So guys, tell me in the comments who's spamming so I can stop. Let me check. I saw a comment here. Zidane had no managerial experience. It's not true, Tom. It's not entirely true. Why? Because Zidane, he started as a vice coach from Ancelotti, and after the departure of Ancelotti, he went to the second team of Real Madrid. I think it was 2 years. I don't know if he finished the second year or not, but 2 years as Castilla. That was the B team of Real Madrid before going to Real Madrid. It's true that he didn't have an experience with a big team, but he had already some coaching experience, what Pirlo doesn't have. So now it's a big risk, and guys. Um, Blue is saying, I just woke up. He was assistant at Castillas, indeed. Pirlo has always been the plan. Can be, because I'm saying since a lot of time, we already had taken the decision. And we are beating records, guys. We are in the chat with 163 people. Guys, for the new ones that are here, please subscribe to the channel. Put a like on this video. Let it making big, 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 because today is a day where we have so many news to share, starting with sacking Sarri, Paratici in doubt, Cherubini being the new Marotta, Pirlo appointed officially the new coach of Juventus. We have so much, so much. And speaking about Blue. So Blue is asking, and I just recap what happened today. Blue, and I don't know from what part of the world you are, but if or maybe you like to sleep a lot. But what happened today? We woke up after the defeat, management meeting from Juve, where they decided to dismiss Sarri. After that, there were some rumors about Paratici that could have leave. But at the moment it's still there. Cherubini, one of the management team, will be over Paratici. Sorry, this is not official yet, I believe. And then another meeting with Pirlo, where it has been decided that Pirlo is the new coach of Juventus. So a lot of news there. Now, we brief because now we will go into Pirlo. Is Pirlo the guy that can bring Juventus to win? Is he the guy? I saw a lot of mixed feeling in the chat. I understand. I really understand, guys. It makes sense that a lot of people are doubting. It makes sense. Why? Because he has no experience, okay? I was also not a big fan of having Pirlo immediately there, but I always trusted Agnelli, because a guy that come at a really young age at Juventus, that comes and is able to take us at 9 consecutive years of winning, a guy that is there. We have a new stadium, we have Ronaldo, we have the Licht, we have so many things. I trust my president. I trust my president, Andrea Agnelli, 100%. If he say that Pirlo is the man, I trust him, even if it's difficult. Please don't put Pirlo out, because this is really unrespectful. You can have doubt, but we will see. Pirlo will have really limited time. The good thing is he knows the players from under 23. He knows who's able or not to join us. We will see that. But it's not always the experience for me. It's the experience, yes, but it's also charisma, ideas, vision. Don't forget, Pirlo had a lot of coaches. He had Allegri, he had Lippi, he had Conte. And we have to thank Conte, because it's thanks to Conte that Pirlo wanted to start his coach career. Things that he didn't even want or was not even thinking about it in the past. So we will have Pirlo as the main trainer. He had that experience of a lot of trainers in the past. He played with big players like Roberto Baggio. He didn't play with Cristiano Ronaldo, sorry. He played with Pogba. Oh, what did I say? Pogba. Is Pogba a player that we can have back at Juventus with Pirlo? That is a real question. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Is Pirlo an attraction for players from the caliber of Pogba? Do they want to come to Juve because we know that trainers like Zidane, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, they attract players because players want to play for him. We have the name of the club for sure. We have Manchester United, Real Madrid. We have so many clubs. Juventus is one of the clubs. But are players eager to join Juventus with a coach without any experience? I think this is a question that we really have to think about. I believe yes. Why? Because il maestro that became il mister is someone that has a lot of baggage. He has a name, he has a personality. So Pirlo can attract Italian players, but also players like Pogba. He played together with Pogba. He had, that relationship with him. We have a lot. I see here Tonali in guys. No, forget about Tonali. Tonali is not the new Pirlo. The only thing that they have in common is their hair. That's it. That's it. They just look a bit the same because of the physical aspect, but that's it. I will put the light on so that you can see me better because, up. Not that it makes a lot of difference. Oh yeah, it's better. I hope it's better. I'm not at my usual space because in the middle of the day, but I just saw a tweet from Monblano who was saying low cost deluxe, and it's true. Having Pirlo for sure, we will. We had the choice. Pochettino for free, 11 or 12 million euro. That's crazy. Ciao Rocco. Ciao Rocco. Oh, where is it? Yeah, I cannot even follow because I see so many message. Michael, I want you to be my moderator. You have to sign the contract to be my moderator for the chats because like this it's really difficult. Ciao Rocco, ciao staff, ciao the Bianconeri YYC family. Turn the light on, turn the light on. Absolutely, yes, I did it. But Tonali, forget it. It's not the same style as Pirlo. I will tell you. Tonali, his idol, his reference point. Who is it? It's Gattuso. Okay, Gattuso is actually the reference point of Tonali. He likes, it's a bit a kind of Gattuso with feet. Okay, I will try to find a moderator that can help me with the messages. So let's try to send the link to a moderator if he wants to join or not. So that everyone can also, so that I can see the message, I can answer them. Otherwise, it's too much for me. Ciao, Rajdeep. I love the Indian community. Guys, I really wanted to say thank you, especially to the Indian community, because you are a lot here. And I love it, really. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's also nice when you do a bit earlier than my usual lives. It's easier. So Tonali, no. Who can come? We have from Albania. We have India. We have so many people in the chat. Thank you, guys. Really, thank you. Look at that, Singapore. It's a bit later there in Singapore. India again. Ciao, guys. Florida. We have people from all over the world. Can you imagine how many Juventini we are in the world? It's crazy. I love it. This is for me the best thing on the channel, that I can speak with so many people. I love it. Wait, I found a moderator. Oh, here it is. We have people from Ethiopia, Uzbekistan. Look at that. It's 11:55 in India. From Italy. Ciao Marco, grazie per essere qui. He is living 50 kilometers from Torino. Can you imagine how that would be fun and lovely to live at 50 kilometers from the stadium? Amazing. Marco, you are a lucky guy, and you will be able to see him. Look at that. We have a special guest. Let me try to find him again, because we have a special guest here. We have Pep Guardiola. Awesome, love the maestro. And this, guys, this, I will go back and I will reveal you something. When we spoke about Pep Guardiola, I remember last season we had to wait 1 month to know who was the new coach of Juventus. They were speaking about having Pep Guardiola in the first team and Andrea Pirlo in the under 23 team. Why? Because having that would have mean that Pirlo, with the vision, ideas, the link with Pep Guardiola, I believe they even play together at Brescia. Can someone confirm it? I believe it's true that Guardiola and Pirlo played when a young Pirlo played at the young Pirlo played at Brescia with Roberto Baggio and Guardiola that was about to finish his career, so they know each other. So it makes sense that Guardiola on the channel is saying that he loves the maestro, il mister from now. Raul, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Really, really, really. Try to do my best. Today is hectic. It's hectic. Before putting a strategy on who to sign, the question is, what is Pirlo's style? Absolutely. What is Pirlo's style? And that's a really good question. Why? Because it's not because he was playing like un maestro that he will be a coach like a maestro, because it's not only his way of playing that will be important. It's not the way that he can teach people to take the shootouts or the free kicks or whatever, or to have that vision, because the vision, you have it or you don't have it. It's point on the line. It is like that. Look at that. I have an administrator. So thank you, AJ, for helping me. He will from now. I will just explaining how. Click on the comments that you see, AJ. If you see some comments, click on it so that we can see them. And if you see that we have spam, you click on the 3 dots next to it and you put a user in timeout, okay? Thank you for the help. So if you see some nice comment, click on it, AJ, that would be wonderful. If you swipe over the messages, you will see the 3 dots normally. And if it's not working, it's because you are not master, and then thank you. We try it at least, and then we'll try it another time. Yeah, I believe it's because you're not the master of the chat. Okay, thank you, AJ, for trying. It's not working. It is. We will do it another time. I will try to manage it. So, Pirlo and Ronaldo together, that would be amazing. Brazis, it can be really amazing, but I want to continue to answer what my friend Mo was saying. What is the style of Pirlo? I don't know. Nobody knows today except of Andrea Agnelli. He's the only one who knows. It's the only one who knows. We don't know how Pirlo will play. I believe he will be someone, because he was a midfielder with a vision. I believe he will be someone that will be balanced, not all in the offensive line, not everything in the defense. So it will be a mix of proposing football offensive style with a balanced defensive line. That's what I believe. Let's see. That's Pirlo, guys. We don't know. I don't even know what to say, because we don't know. We never saw him. If he was already training under 23 today, we would be here to say yes. He's playing like that. Here's his vision. Do we know if he's playing 3-5-2? We don't know. Is he playing 4-4-2? We don't know. 4-2-3-1? We don't know. Maybe he's a coach that will adapt himself to the players we have. But one thing is sure. I remember when Antonio Conte was appointed minister, just before that, he went to the house of Andrea Agnelli. He went there and he said to Andrea Agnelli, look, this is the plan. This is how I will bring Juventus again to be the winner of the Serie A. We broke our record, 208 people in the same time in the chat. Guys, you are crazy. Thank you. Really, thank you. So continuing, he came with a big plan. And this is how Agnelli actually, and it was Agnelli who took the responsibility and the decision to appoint Conte as a coach, because he was not normally the coach that would have been there for 2011, 2012. Normally it was not Conte. Agnelli said, yes, I go for him. I put my name on it. Thank you, Mark. And this is what's happening also with Andrea Pirlo. Probably Andrea Pirlo had a lot of discussion. Not probably, it's for sure. He had a lot of discussion with Agnelli. One to one, they spoke, and Pirlo explained how he plays. He explained how he see Ronaldo working at Juventus. Absolutely not as a number 9, because this was the main reason of conflict between Sarri and Ronaldo. Remember, it started also in the international tourney in Asia, where Ronaldo refused to play the last game versus the K team. He didn't want to play there because he said, no, I don't want to play there. And this is my son. My son is even following my life. Love you, GJustjuve. I love you, Felice. I love my son. Big up for my son in the life. I love it. Thank you, my son. Uh, Look at that. We have Zidane. Oh, today in the chat we had Zidane. We had Pep Guardiola is going crazy. All the people are in the chat. 200 people with Zidane and Guardiola. And Zidane is saying sign Awar and sign Zaniolo. It would be wonderful. I promise you. It would be wonderful. I would love to have Pogba. But yesterday, Awar, and now we are a bit off track, but yesterday, what a game for Awar. The only thing that Awar has a problem with is he is choosing a bit the games where he's ultra performing. He's not always performing as he should, but Awar is a top player. We can't deny that, and Zaniolo is the future. If we can have Zaniolo and Awar together, probably that would be even better than a player like Pogba. Let's see. We will speak about Mercato, because today I wanted to do a video with all the different coaches, but Juventus anticipated, media were faster, they appointed immediately a new coach. So we will have to speak about Mercato again. And then we have Softage. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Very unexpected, but I will not judge Pirlo before he gets the chance. If anything, he will bring harmony and calm to the team, which we need badly. And this is, for me, the best comment at the moment. Not that the other were worse, but this is really a good one. We back up Pirlo, even if we don't know really what he will bring to the team, because we don't even know his formation, like Mo was saying, El Tactico. We don't know. Let's wait. But, and it's true, if you see the smile of a lot of Juventini today, it was a smile that we lost, not only yesterday, but the game versus Roma, the game versus Genoa, Cagliari, Milan, Sassuolo, Lazio. We won versus Lazio, but how did we win? So he will bring that enthusiasm back. We are curious again to start a new season, a season that will be faster than expected. But indeed, we need it badly today. The world of Juventini that we needed some smile, some hope after a year of, and I will go back to a year of Allegri, even if you know that I love Allegri and I respect him so much. But Allegri, my friends, the last year, we have to be honest, he was not proposing any offensive football. It was a really boring year with Allegri. I'm not saying it's his fault, because the players we had were this, actually a lot were the same as this year. He did the best he could with the players he had, but we didn't really play well with the and it was boring to see the Juventus playing now with Sarri this year. Was it really enjoyable to see Juve? Not really. It's true that with Allegri, we had no stress, because we knew that if we were winning 1-0, at least in Serie A, the match was done. With Sarri, even 2-0 was not enough, because everything could happen. Watch the games that we had versus Milan, and so on, and so on, and so on. Now, What we needed was enthusiasm and appeal. Pirlo has appeal, and Pirlo brings enthusiasm in a fan base. We we really we needed it. Absolutely yes. An important thing, and I want to switch to something really important about players. Okay, and don't underestimate that one, guys, because that's a really important one. What did Andrea Agnelli said? He said we have one of the oldest teams in Europe. Okay, so Mercato now, guys. Who are the two first players that we signed? Kulusevski back in January, 20 years old. Arthur, 23 years old from Barcelona. Guys, this is only the start because we will see a big revolution. I guarantee you that. And there is one guy, I believe, maybe I will be wrong, guys, huh? Maybe. But Bonucci, I believe we will never ever see him again with the captain band. I don't even know if he will be there next year. Why? Because yesterday the guy he said stupid things. He said that we already had our objective of winning Serie A. Just when you're out of the Champions League versus Lyon, I believe we will never ever see Bonucci with the captain band again. So Bonucci is at risk. At Juve as a player, as a captain for sure. I tell you that. This is my information, a feeling I have. I cannot promise you, but this is what I really think. If I have to speak about the players that we just signed, Kulusevski, don't put too much pressure on him, but a young player with a lot of talent, the best rookie of Serie A. It is the best rookie of Serie A. It was amazing. After he signed in January for Juve, people were starting to criticize him because he had a little dip. Guys, don't forget he was 19, 20 years old. The guy will grow. Don't put too much pressure on him, but he will be a future phenomenon. Arthur is really a player that was compatible with Sarri. I believe that working with a Pirlo can be really a good step up for Arthur. I saw a message that I really liked. Some guy is saying, "My friend, thank you. We love the channel and appreciate. You have to. I have to go to cook for the kids. Go for it." But this is not the part that I liked. I like the last part. The Licht, the new Capitano. I would love to. Can you imagine? I would really love to. News about the league. He said also that he will have a surgery at his shoulder, so he will probably miss the first part of the season. Softic is saying also, give the band to the league. He shows more grinta than anyone else. Or you give it to Ronaldo at a certain moment because he's there since 2 years, or you can give it to the league. Why? Because Buffon is on the bench. Chiellini, he will not play as we think. So the vice captain should be, maybe Ronaldo, maybe the Ligt. I would love the Ligt. I would love. Let me know who do you want to be our new captain. Even if, guys, the news about Bonucci that I'm giving you that he will not be captain is something that I think it's not written anywhere. But yesterday, he did really bad comments, and I'm sure Juventus didn't appreciate that because this is not Juve's mentality. Dybala deserved the caption ban. Dybala, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yesterday, the poor guy was crying. I hope it's nothing serious and that he can be back immediately. It's true. I forgot about Dybala. He probably deserved it more than Ronaldo for sure. Because he's there since 5 years already. He's a pillar of the team, like Joe Indian is saying. Absolutely, yes. Pirlo, player, coach, and also Capitano. Can you imagine everything? No, that will not happen. Nice joke. Dybala, of course. Yeah. Guys, I was too fast in speaking about my dreams about the league. because I really love the league as a captain. Why? Because he already did it at Ajax. Ajax is not the same as Juventus for sure, but the guy has it in him. And then we have my Freddy who's saying, honestly, I'm so confused. I don't get this choice. Pirlo doesn't look ready for a top team. My Freddy, I believe I have your Telegram. Let me check if I have your Telegram. If you want to join 5 minutes to speak about it, that would be really, really great. So let me check if I have your Telegram so I can send you the link if you want to join. Let me know in the comment if you want to join or not. I send you the link if you want to explain me why you are confused about Pirlo. That would be really nice to have an external opinion, even if it's for 5 minutes. Just come. News is saying, I love your explanation. Love from India. I want to know about formation of Pirlo. Tell about my question, sir. Don't call me sir, because I know that I'm 38, but I'm 38. I'm not 50 years. So I'm still young, guys. But we don't know about the formation of Pirlo. We don't know. We have no idea today. We don't know. We don't know. I cannot answer that question. I just know what if my feeling. My feeling is look at that.
Can you see me?
Ciao, my friend.
Ciao, Giuseppe. How are you?
I'm fine. I hear you well. I see you well. Thanks for joining. Unexpected. Let me put my headphones on.
Right,
If you want to, you can already introduce you to the chat. I will take my headphones.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Paolo. My Freddy Mon Amour as a nickname. I live in US since 2012. I work on cancer research basically. I live in Ohio. And I'm a Juventus fan since I have memory of. So that's basically my story. Very short, but this is. So, oh my gosh, man. What the hell is going on here?
What a day. Did you expect a day like that immediately after yesterday, actually?
Absolutely not. And quite confused, concerned too, because doesn't seems to me something really, cold-minded, thinking about, considering pros and cons. Just, I want to change. Let's delete whatever we got before. Let's start new, everything new, which is something we would love as a fan supporter. But the other end is scary because we are going to try something that can be really, really a big problem. A coach has no experience at all, nothing. Great player, but no experience at all. I love Andrea Pirlo, okay? So don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite players all the time, but that's so scary, man. That's so scary.
I understand the perplexity. You said something. You said something that is really important. You said, taking the decision so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were there since the beginning of the chat or not, but my idea is that everything was already planned. It's not an impulsive decision. That's what I believe. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really believe that everything was planned. Whatever result of Sarri, the
Even
only
Pirlo?
thing. Yeah, I believe yes. No, how can I say? Ultimately, yes. Probably not 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, but since his presentation at under 23, I think the discussion were already ongoing. That's
Well,
what I believe. Huh?
my idea was that actually the Agnelli and the leadership, let's say, already took the decision month ago about Sarri, and Champions League was maybe the last chance for Sarri to keep his position at Juventus or just get someone else. I'm not sure that Pirlo will be the first choice. Doesn't look to me because he was already in the U23, squad, But as I said, we are talking about Juventus. We are talking about one of the top teams in the Europe. And knowing how careful Agnelli is when he's about to take some decisions, I'm really skeptical that they had already Pirlo in mind as Sarri replacement. Uh, this is why maybe the idea is, okay, let's start everything new. Let's get Pirlo, and we will work deeply on the mercato, which is the major thing for the Juventus, because Sarri was took, in my opinion, to try to do not change completely the team in term of players. Try to give more, feeling, start something new. Let's find from energy more here than on the legs.
Mhm.
But this season told everybody, there are some players they are done basically with us. They cannot do more than what they did. It's time to change. It's time to find fresh legs,
I
new
have
guys,
I
and
have
young
two
guys.
things. I have two things. One is actually the words of Agnelli yesterday, who said we are the oldest team for Europe, one of the oldest one. We have to think about that. And then you see the comment of Dan, who's saying Agnelli will bring in young players. My
Yeah.
only addition to that, before giving you also the word to explain, is do you believe, because we know, I'm sure 100% of that, and Evra said it singing in the car, that the dream of Agnelli has always been 10 in a row. Do you really believe that Agnelli would be crazy enough without a master plan? I don't know what players they will bring in to
That's
say, okay, we don't care. I don't believe. I think there is a plan.
That's why I'm so confused.
Eh,
Basically, that's exactly why. Because I agree with you. Agnelli is a kind of guy that really plan everything years before actually do something. The Juventus today is something he pictured in his mind years and years ago when he took basically president and leadership of Juventus. So I agree with you, but the speed, the way they manage everything make me feel skeptical about, make me feel more like, okay, I want to just turn the page completely and I will try something completely new. So there is nothing to compare before about Pirlo. It's something completely new for him. So maybe we can kind of have also the fans lower a little bit expectation because of that. I don't know. But let's also focus on the team squad, because the major problem, as I said, and this is key, this is the point. If you want to have Juventus doing good, you need good players. Coach are important, don't get me wrong, but 70% of everything is about players. If you don't have good players, you can have the best in the world. You will reach some top achievement, okay?
I totally agree with that, and we saw it now because we had two total different philosophies. We had
Yeah.
Allegri, like it or not, this is not the debate, but at Allegri, and then you had Sarri with
Mm.
another way of understanding football. Um, and at the end, we have the same result. We won the Serie A, and when I say same result, is just black and on white, because there is a huge
Yeah.
difference for sure. But and we were out of the Champions League versus a team that was a lot smaller than Juve. So I totally agree with you when you are saying that a coach is important, especially for the harmony and the enthusiasm and the people management. And that's why I appreciate you the last time when we were together in live,
Yeah.
because I know that you take also care like me about the real 24-hour on 7 of the life of players and the psychology of it. So this is for me the biggest mistake of Sarri. That was the big difference with
Yeah.
Allegri. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe a player like Pirlo always has been respected. I have a small story about Zidane. Zidane coming in the dressing room of Real Madrid the first time, where you had players like Ronaldo, Sergio Ramos, Marcelo, and so on. From the moment he put one foot into the locker room, silence. Silence and respect for a coach that didn't have actually a main role or main coach experience. I believe Pirlo will have that respect. Then he will have to gain it. Huh? But the first impact of presence, he will have the same aspect, I believe.
Well, I agree with you with that. But again, I only put myself sometimes, even if, don't get me wrong, I will never be an high level champion in what I did in sports, you know. As you know, I was a volley player, and I was a player. I was a referee too, just to say all the story, and also a coach. Actually, was helping, you know, and that's totally different approach because when you are the player, I saw many times when I was player, you know, and I see my coach saying, you know, you have to do this, tuck, and show me the technical thing I'm supposed to do. Okay. The problem is sometimes what happened, a coach must understand that you are training a player that may be able or may not to do exactly what you want. Okay, so for you it's easy because you are Pirlo, you know. Your feet are something peculiar, you know, something special. So it's completely different. You are asking to get something. You are not doing because you are one of the greatest in the world.
I
This
agree.
can change completely the equation, you know. So it's important, and I don't know if Pirlo is good at that because he never had an experience with players, you know, in as a
But
coach.
that's the thing. And to make it simple, it's not because Matuidi will be trained by Pirlo that suddenly Matuidi will have magic feet. Let's,
Everything.
if we have to explain it
I
really
mean,
basic.
I don't know if Pirlo has some kind of miracle touch, and I mean, if it happened, I will just say thank you, Andrea, to do so. But um, it's not only that; it's also like think about Maradona, for example. He tried to be a coach, but the way he interacts with the people, with the players, is like I'm Maradona. Do whatever I say, even if it doesn't make any sense for you. So you have to be careful when you, as a big name, and you're a coach, the way you interact with the players to get the best from them. This is what I'm saying, and this is what I'm a bit concerned sometimes when you have the big names moving from the pitch and becoming coach. Okay.
But we saw it, and I always said since the beginning, let Pirlo have his time at under 23. Why? Because then you make your mistakes. Because it's important to do mistakes in life to learn.
Yeah.
Okay, not like Bonucci that learned after every game and at the end he never learned. But in general, it's important to do mistakes. That's my opinion. And I forgot what I wanted to say. But now we
But I have a
have him.
question for you.
Go.
A mistake in under 23 is going to be have the same important than a mistake in the top Juventus team.
I, I know the problem now is you cannot fail. At Juve, you cannot fail. You have no room for doing mistakes. That's why I was not in favor of having Pirlo as a main coach. That was my opinion. Now, for sure, from the moment we sign a coach or a player until the last day he's there, I'm a positive guy that try to back up who we have in the team, Rugani, De Sciglio,
Yeah.
whatsoever. Even if we have to be objective and we can speak about a moment, not about uh, a player or a man, because they are our men. So I will defend Pirlo, but we are curious. We don't know how we play 3-5-2, 4-2-3. We have no idea today. It's a big question mark.
Yeah, and another question I have for you is: do you remember when Allegri start the first day he start the his adventure with Juventus and the last one? You see how many hairs are not there anymore? How many years he lost? What does this mean? That you have a huge pressure. You have
Absolutely,
pressure
yes.
coming from the people outside the fan, expectation. You have a pressure from, you know, newspaper, journalists. Everything is every moment ask you to do something about, even for something maybe you have no control. So Allegri at the time has big shoulders to carry on these all these.
Look,
Okay.
But we have so many examples, huh? And that's what I wanted to say. I remember what I wanted to say, and it's in
Okay.
the same thing. Milan. Milan had Pippo Inzaghi, had Seedorf,
Seedorf.
had
Hmm.
how many ex top players?
Gattuso.
Gattuso. Even if Gattuso, it's a bit another story because he was at Palermo. He
Yeah,
came as an under
you're right.
23. It's a bit slightly different, but let's say it's not because you were a big player or a bandiera from a team that you will succeed. And that has always been my biggest fear. Pirlo at Juve at under 23, you can stay 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. In first team, the pressure is totally different. And the fear I have, if we have one card, if we burn it, it's over for Pirlo at Juve. And also for him because it's a big risk. Eh? If you fail at Juve, you will not go to Barcelona, Real Madrid. You will have to go a
Yeah.
bit lower at your standard. So this is for me, my only fear. My hope and what I'm always be a bit more reassured is I'm always have been a pro Agnelli because the guy is not crazy. So he chose at the time Conte without big name teams experience. He chose him personally. He put the face and the name on it, and he did amazing result because he brought us back at winning the league immediately. While the plan was in the 3 or 5 years, he did it immediately. So the guarantee for me is Andrea Agnelli. Then I don't know because it's a
Let's say Andrea Agnelli was also for Del Neri. Was also there. Yeah. So it's luck. You have to be luck too. I mean, you need some luck
yeah.
when you pick some choice. You can put some thinking behind and say, okay, it makes sense if I go with these players because I know they are going to be suitable, so nice for Juventus, and we have good expectation. I feel is going to give me something back. But sometimes you are gambling, and this looks to me a gamble, a big gamble. You can get a lot, the jackpot, or you can just be destroyed by. That's my fear. That's my fear.
Tell me, after or let's say you woke up this morning, after a few hours we lost, uh, what would you have done? What was your idea? We know that it's not happening because it's already done, but what was your idea? Continuing with Sarri, sacking him? If yes, who would you have taken? What was your idea?
I was thinking there was kind going to happen something happened last year with Allegri, so having him sack basically. So sorry out, not right now, but at least a couple of days to think what option they have in their hands. Just because, as I said, I think they already make up. I mean, the decision was already there. It's not something we lost the game and then okay, say goodbye to Sarri. It's not like that. Ciao, Igor.
Ciao,
But
Igor.
it's more like I was expecting them having some time to evaluate all these options, if there were any, because you have some coach available right now. It's just I don't think that Pirlo was the only option available right now in the market. So I will be right like now, completely lost. I said, what the hell is going on here? You know, So yes, about Sarri out, let's say. Definitely know about Pirlo because we have a conversation all this morning about Pirlo. Pirlo was already a name going around and say, no, it's not possible. I don't see picture even accepting this huge responsibility. And I was wrong.
Look at here,
That's
we have a Sian who's saying, I'm a Manchester United fan, and from my experience with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I had to be patient. I think Juventus fans need to be patient and trust Pirlo. The big difference, and I totally agree with Sian, is the big problem with Juve is we are at the year where we can do 10 in a row. The dream of Andrea Agnelli, my dream also, because I always wanted the 10 in a row more than an immediate Champions League, and I know people are calling me crazy, but I am like that. First the 10, and then we can think about the rest. If we can have both together, it's even better. But you at Juve, you don't have the time to be patient, and that's what's happening with Sarri. And people were talking about Gasperini. Gasperini is exactly the same as Sarri in terms of giving him the time to grow, time to build his team around him with players that nobody knows. He takes care of them and they are ultra performing. So that's why I did never believed in Gasperini for Juventus this now at this moment. Otherwise, he would have been the trainer already long time ago. So that's the difference for United, who was not performing well, giving the job to Solskjaer, and Juventus is actually still winning the Serie A.
Yeah, you are totally right. I mean, I was having the discussion with some friends in chat about, you want to have basically 6, 7 players out. You want to have a new coach. This is a big revolution. Big revolution means you may or may not be able to win since the first year. Are you okay with that? Okay, because what the leadership, let's say, so Agnelli, Paratici, Nedved did in this year is just took some players, just few, put in crucial place and in the pitch, to make the team stronger, to get new energy, new, targets, things like that. But when you're going to change basically all the midfielder or almost all the midfielder, you have new people in the front, in the back, changing completely or almost completely. This is going to be a huge step. It could
Mm,
be everything great, but could be also
a disaster.
painful. Painful. I don't want to say disaster, but at least painful. Okay, so
Mm.
we need a lot of patience. The guy is right.
Um, would you sacrifice the 10th in a row to see a long term vision of 2 3 years?
Oh my gosh, this
It's a
that's
hard
tough.
question. I know.
That's tough. Um, if I know that, then I will start a new era of winnings and titles everywhere. I will say yes, because for me, it's think about the future rather than today. If you wanna get the tent and then we will anyway start all over, start with new players, say goodbye to CR7 because Cristiano is not gonna stay here forever. You
Mm.
need to get the best from him now, not tomorrow. You have to consider all these things. So I would say yes, sacrifice the tent,
Is
but
this
then
is this also something that Agnelli took into consideration, the last year or 2 years of Cristiano Ronaldo, and taking a decision that it's not 100%, but it's influenced also having that in mind?
well, definitely, Cristiano was meant to bring Juventus to the final step, meaning the Champions League, and we failed.
Mm,
Let's be honest. Last year, this year, we didn't get what we were supposed to. We were we lost with Ajax, and honestly, we were better than them, but we just couldn't perform as we expected. This year with Lyon, come on, we were just not ready, physically not ready. Okay,
mm.
so and Cristiano has his age; he cannot wait forever. You know, so that's the main thing. So all we do something really well planned to get the final Champions League, but that's is something is totally unpredictable for me. So there is no magical rules or secrets, and you can follow and say, "Hey, this is a way to do it," because if anybody knows, everybody will do, and that's the truth. It just also there is a gamble. You don't know. You can just be lucky, get confidence, get better, and finally get the target, or just fail as we did.
We spoke a bit earlier about having young players, and we started with Arthur and with Kulusevski. Yesterday, we had the words of Agnelli. Um, Having more additions of players, young players, like I don't know if it will happen, but the names are Zaniolo, Awar, all players from
2023, that range. Um, I believe we will have to really also balance it because we can't lie. Chiellini will not be on the pitch. Buffon is not on the pitch. Who will be the charismatical, you understand that charismatical
Yeah.
leader of the team? I don't know. I don't know. Um,
Well, Chiellini is not going to be in the pitch, but in dressing room. Same for Buffon, you know. And think about also the third goalie we have. There are people they don't play, but are crucial for the team because they can build some strength inside each of us. You know, as a player, I'm saying. You know, so be more confident. Try to not be too stressed by all whatever happened outside you. You know, so it is true that you will need someone with good expertise to deal with bad moments because in the early season you will have some period of the season where you're just struggling, you are not able to do what you're supposed to do, you are not performing well. Okay, this happens to everybody and it's quite normal. But the it is clear to me that this team need young people, need the craziness, need the strength, need people that don't get injured after 12 games. They can really, play hard for a long season, for all whatever games Juventus will have. This is what is missing right now in Juventus. You cannot count on some players that are key right now. And this is why you're failing.
I saw a comment about Mercato, Raul Jimenez for Juve or Jimenez for Juve. Why I'm pinning that comment is because the names that we saw every time coming in the paper, and I know because I do every time I do the papers every morning. I saw Jorginho, I saw Emerson Palmieri, I saw Milik really close to have the offer from Juve. Then Napoli will accept or not. It's another story. Do you think that we will still from tomorrow see those names and let's divide them? Jorginho and Palmieri and then Milik. Do you believe we will still see them from tomorrow morning?
No, don't forget about the poll. So we are talking about good players, all right? In my opinion, no players for Juventus. It's not at that level we are looking for, We are looking for other kind of players. They are technical, strength, are motivated, things like that. Milik is a good player, but I will never use him from starting the game. He can just come in the last 20 minutes if you need, things like that. But still, he's not my first pick. We don't need that, okay? We need to make rational revolution, let's say. So try to find, as the president said, we need to find people, players. They are for Juventus. They are at that level, not like people players that can just perform 12 games per season, 20, 30, even 40. But then what level?
Mm.
And that's all about. That's all about. So I'm sick and tired of these names. I have to be honest. I need something better. We, as Juventus, need something better. Definitely.
Who would for you be because we don't know Pirlo and that's really a
Mhm.
big thing. But Pirlo or not Pirlo, do you have two names that you really see that you really think Juventus need them?
Well, one we have it. Kulusevski is really, really interesting. It's strength, technical. It's anger. It's a person that wants really reach some target. So I have a good feeling with this guy. I personally love Zaniolo. I think will be perfect for Juventus.
Mm.
Will be
Where would
that
you play him?
midfield as a midfielder. Basically, right now in place of Betancourt, considering Pjanic the midfield in front of the defense because he see the goal. He does either attack and defense, let's say, phase. So it's very, very, very good and interesting. It's going to be a crack in the future, as a
Oh yeah,
player. So
Capello said future Ballon d'Or. I believe in it.
yes. Well, I don't know if that big, but definitely, I mean, also we will say the same for Pogba, you know. And I think he has the huge potential. And now it's time to take it. We cannot wait a couple of years, as I heard. And now it then is going, you need to spend 80, $100 million. I mean, $1 million of euro. I mean, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, you know. You need this player now because the revolution is now, is today. It's not tomorrow. It's not in 1-2 years. We need to move on. Okay. This is at least what I think about.
I wanted to
Another
answer
player you wanna say?
before you give me your second player, because I think we all agree with Daniel. I saw it in the chat, but solo inglesi. Fabrizonos, I don't know how you pronounce. No,
Fabrizionis. Yeah.
noi parliamo italiano, però il canale sì, il canale è in inglese, perché dopo se cerchi davvero live o video in italiano ci sono tantissimi YouTuber che fanno un lavoro stupendo, e penso a Colpo Gobbo, Juventus, loro sono grandissimi, dunque il mercato italiano è coperto con YouTuber che sono perfetti. Qui ci concentriamo sull'inglese, perché anche nel mondo ci sono tantissimi tifosi che non parlano italiano, e questo era il punto. So guys, I translate a bit. He was asking only English. We speak a lot of language on the channel, but the channel is based to be English because there are so many good YouTubers that already cover the market in Italy. That was the recap of what I said. And now I'm waiting for your second name.
The second name, I will go for a striker and a young guy from Dortmund. That one is going to be,
Haaland.
that could be really a big step forward because he's strong. He's good in the head, with the head. I mean, you can see his mind when he play, you know.
It's true.
It's, again, anger, determination, and technical speed. I mean, that is what we need. Okay, those kind of players we need. No Milik. I mean, if you want to park Milik somewhere, that's fine, but what is the meaning of?
I agree. On the other hand, you know what? It was my thought about it. I don't know what will happen now, but having a Haaland, or I'm inventing a Lewandowski, or those kind of world strikers, where do you put Dybala? And this is a problem.
That's my unpopular opinion about.
That's why I was saying, I was thinking, if you have a Milik, it's not to play as a starter. It's a bench player that can change the way you play for certain games, going to a 4-3-3 or 4-2-1, whatever, but not as a starter. But if you take a world player, where plays Dybala? And that's your unpopular opinion.
I don't know if you remember about, but I think Allegri showed us the best Dybala can do, playing with a striker like Higuain. No CR7. Forget about CR7. I'm talking about the year before. And he's very good as a, let's say, old-fashioned number 10. You know, going around a striker that goes in the box, basically. With the CR7, we cannot have. I believe we cannot have Dybala. If you want to play at least 4-3-3. If you want to play 4-4-2 eventually, but still you will have the issues we have this year. Like, you need to have players going in the box to attack, which was our major problem this year. We don't have nobody getting the ball in the box this year. So, as I said, my unpopular opinion is get rid of Dybala. I know it's sad, it's bad, it's going to be painful, but I'd rather have an ala like Kulusevski or someone like with that strength on the right, a big striker, big and strong like Haaland, and CR7 in the left, rather than still struggle technically, tactically, what to do with Dybala, where must play, and create all this mess. I'm sorry, but
no, but it's an unpopular opinion, absolutely, because we're. It's not that much unpopular on the channel because I kind of agree with you,
Oh,
and
okay.
I will explain. Okay, uh, I always said that we had a problem with Pjanic and Dybala playing together. Why? Because Dybala is someone who tends to go back a lot, and doing that, he's taking space of Pjanic, who has no offensive power anymore. We saw Pjanic, a top player in this season, the 10 first games of the season, where he even scored 3 goals. When was that? One Dybala in the beginning of the season. I don't know if you remember, he was on the bench.
Yeah.
And Pjanic was ultra performing until he went to the Bosnian team. Then he had a slight injury. But from that moment, Dybala, because he deserved it, started to play game after game and playing on the right in a 4-3-3 where he's not performing. Coming back, he was stepping up on the feet. Even worse because we were playing with a 4-3-1-2 and you had Bernardeschi, Pjanic, and Dybala on the same position. We saw with Allegri that Dybala was not performing last year, except when we played the 3-5-2, as you said, with Higuain and Dybala. There, he's really performing.
Yes.
Otherwise, it was difficult. This year, when was he performing? From the moment Sarri told him, you stay in the front and you don't come back anymore. And that's where Dybala was performing. But as you said, if we start recruiting a top striker, we might burn him. So I I would be really sad if we lose a player that cried yesterday after losing a player that is technically stronger than the mass. I would be really sad because I love the player and the man. But he is, and let's be honest, he is a problem technically.
Yeah.
Tactically, sorry.
Tactically. Yeah.
Tactically.
Yeah. You got exactly the point. Basically Dybala needs a lot of space around him to play, go back and forward. He likes to run with the ball in his feet. He's not like two touch and give the ball away. He's not that kind of player. So you cannot have him in the three players in front. And this is my opinion as a your opinion, and I agree with your analysis. But it's big. It's something big because you are getting. I mean, you will release someone that is such a good player because let's be honest, he's a great player, and you don't know what's coming because Haaland is not really easy, an easy choice, and easy to pick up. If no Haaland, who will be the good ones to have in front and justify this sacrifice? Maybe Pogba, you get back Pogba, and then you can say, I have to get rid of Dybala to get Pogba back. Yeah, but what happened in front then?
Yeah, but that's the problem.
Yeah, it's always the problem. You cover one side and you don't cover the other side. So you are always trying to get the best out of it, but you are
Mm.
always short.
So to recap, guys, because people are saying that we don't know football. It's an idea. I'm not, and that's I speak for myself. Not con- I'm not speaking bad about the qualities of Dybala. For me, Dybala is a world player in terms of uh, technical possibilities, in terms of his left incredible foot. Dybala is a top player. That's true. What we were talking here together with my Freddy is where do you place Dybala in a 4-3-3, in a 4-3-1-2, because we said that he was ultra performing in a 3-5-2, where he is actually like he was actually at Palermo. Even if at Palermo he was even playing even more in the front, and at in a 3-5-2 he was actually backed up with Mandzukic. If you want to make coexist Ronaldo and Dybala, you will have to play also with a 4-4-2 or 3-5-2. But the problem is Ronaldo doesn't want, and that was one of the problems he had with Sarri. Sarri saw him there in the front, Ronaldo didn't want. So at the certain moment, this is where my Freddy and myself said that Dybala or Ronaldo are a problem tactically if you want them both together.
Yeah, and let's make it clear, this is an unpopular opinion. As I said, it's an opinion. It's not the truth, it's not what must be done. We are just fans and watch games since, at least since I have memories, So, and based on that, we think what could be done to have a better Juventus. And then we come out with these ideas. But is, of course, doesn't mean that this is what must be done. It's just an opinion. So I'm sure everybody has a different opinion. As I said, it's unpopular.
Absolutely.
So for a reason, it's unpopular. So
Like my unpopular opinion when I was saying that Deschelles is a player that I always liked. For the old people in the chat that knows DJ Paolino Deschelles, I had always a bit of feeling for him. Not that I liked him as a player, but I had a feeling for him. I don't know why.
but if it's an unpopular that everybody agrees is not unpopular anymore, So
Indeed,
must
indeed.
be unpopular. So
It has to be. One day we should do a round table with all unpopular opinion, guys. That would be
if you wanna
amazing.
cry, okay, that's fine.
My
Just want to
Freddy,
be
thank
played.
you for your time.
Thank you, Giuseppe, for calling
I
me,
said
man.
5 minutes. You stayed long, and it is really appreciated. I loved it because you gave your vision with some unpopular opinion. You spoke about the fact that you were shocked about Pirlo and so many grateful insight. You're always welcome. It was the first time that you were live with me. I
Thank you.
hope we can see more. Thank you.
Thank you, Giuseppe, and thank you, everybody. My battery is
Yep, look at that. His battery is out, so it's not there anymore. Guys, it's 1 hour 35 that I'm doing the chat, 36. My wife is doing a congratulation because I'm doing the live. I think she's saying come because otherwise I will kick your ass if you continue with your live. So I will have to stop at a certain moment. I think also because lives are amazing because we can interact, but I also have to do some videos and to see what's going on in the Juve world. But again, guys, I really appreciated that time with you. We did a bit more. We did actually 1 hour 36. It's actually 90 minutes of the football game plus 6 minute extra time like yesterday, without any break. We didn't have a cooling break because it's really warm. We didn't even had 15 minutes to rest, but we did it all together. I tell you, one day, I don't know if you want or not, we will do a post-game live from the moment the game is over until the sun comes up. We will do a 12 hours consecutively live. It will be amazing. We will do some gift. We will do a lot of things. I promise you, one day we will do that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your support because you are amazing. I love to do it. Pirlo, going back to Pirlo, please, guys, as Softic is saying, give him new players, and I'm sure Agnelli will give him new players. He's not blind. We are complaining. He he's we are complaining about the midfield since so many times. Since since actually Pirlo, Pogba, Marquisio, Vidal, we are complaining. I'm sure the revolution is has started. So, Softage, we will have new players. We will back up Pirlo. We will discover together what kind of formation he will play because today we have no idea. Um, so let's see. I'm really curious. I can guarantee you from now until the first game of the season, it will be spectacular. Mercato, trainings. Imagine Pirlo being for the first time with Ronaldo. Uh, it will be great. We will have a lot of things to do in the coming days. Guys, thank you as always, and that's important. And today, with a new coach for the first time, with a new coach, Forza Juve. Ciao, guys. Thank you for everything. You were amazing. Thank you. And please, for the people that didn't, please subscribe and put a like on the video. Put a like. Thank you. Ciao. Pirlo will win the champions. That's the last message I want to point out because I love it. Pirlo will win the Champions with Juventus, I want to say. Ciao. See you soon.